Welcome to KnicksNow.com. Jonah Ballow here with the new Knick, Kenyon Martin. First of all, your reaction to having a New York jersey on you right now when you played so many years for New Jersey.
Never thought I'd see the day, but the Knicks have always been high-profile organization, so I'm excited about being here, but never thought I'd see the day.
How did this come about? You signed the 10-day contract and your name's been floated around with other teams. How did this all come about with New York?
They just stand on the radar. They've always been in contact with my agent from the beginning of the season and saying that if something changed, that I would be one of their choices. So just trying to make sure that my agent stayed in their ear a little bit. So we knew the trade deadline was coming and they was going to make some moves. So we was able to make a couple moves, and now I'm here.
Now, we saw what you did with the Clippers last year, very impactful player in the playoffs there. What did you do during the offseason and then moving on through the first half of the NBA season?
Just trying to stay in somewhat the decent shape. Of course, basketball shape is different than just regular people's shape. Of course, running on the treadmill a lot different than running on the court. But just trying to stay mentally in it, which is probably the toughest thing when something you've been doing for so long is not there anymore. That's probably one of the toughest things that I've been having to deal with mentally, more than the physical aspect of it. Because once your mind goes, then everything else is downhill. And I suffered that. I went through that. Mine was all over the place, not wondering why I wasn't getting a call, wondering why I wasn't getting a contract, all that. But just trying to stay mentally positive, man, as much as I can.
Now, when you see this Knicks team on TV and what they've done so far this year, what do you think about them and what they've accomplished? We're now at the midpoint, past the midpoint of this year.
Got up to a high start, of course, playing great. And I think now teams knowing that they got to come play us. So I think we're getting the team's best shot. But the offense is there. We're scoring anybody in the league. We got to get stops. So I think on the defensive end, we have to get better, and I think I can help that.
On Twitter and Facebook, all our fans are going crazy right now, talking about Kenyon Martin and what you can do on the defensive side of the floor, playing up to 3 positions possibly. You see that defensive scheme. How can you help protect Tyson Chandler, Amari Stoudemire, and Carmelo Anthony on that front line?
Yeah, just not. I'm saying for one, Melo not having to guard forwards as much as he has been, like down there banging with guys like David West and those other guys, but him not having to do that for one, and just relieving some of that pressure off of Tyson, because he cares so much on the defensive end. Just being another guy out there that he can count on being where I'm supposed to be. You don't always have to guard the best guy. He can get off to the weak side, block some more shots. Just things like that. Like you said, I can guard 3s, 4s, 5s, some 2s. I'm not afraid to switch on the pick and roll with a point guard. So I think defense is always going to be there. It's about effort, determination, and knowing your opponents. So just like I said, just being able to be out there and relieve some of that pressure off of Amari, Tyson, and Melo, those guys.
12 years in the league, too, the ability to be vocal on the defensive side of the floor. We saw the impact that Rasheed Wallace had in the early part of the season. Now you'll be in the lineup, too, to help with that. How important is that? Not just the X's and O's and specifically with blocking shots, but the talking and communication.
If you communicate, it's more than half the battle. Because you talk to someone, it's easier. It's hard for you if a guy to just run somewhere and he'll know where he's going. If you direct him there, it's easy. So just calling the switches out, calling the screen out, that goes a long way on the defensive end. But if you let guys just get hit on screens, giving up layups. So just communicate. Like you said, Rasheed's been great throughout his career, and I think I've done the same thing. But now he's absent, so I'm looking to be their voice.
And what about reuniting J.R. Smith? We talked to him in the locker room. He's back with him. Melo, you play with him at the Nuggets. Marcus Camby, Kurt Thomas. You're pretty much – the whole team knows you.
Yeah, definitely. Got guys, Kurt's from Dallas, of course. Yeah. We were hometown guys. But James White, a Cincinnati Bearcat.
There you go.
I'm saying, so we got a great ties here. Me and Melo played together for 6 years. So just seeing familiar faces is going to make this transition a little easier for me, I think.
Now, looking at the landscape of the Eastern Conference, now I know right now you're the nicest guy on the floor, but when you step on that floor and what you have to bring when it comes playoff time against a team like Miami, Indiana, who's going to play tough Eastern Conference basketball, how important will be that type of physical presence you can bring to the table?
Just being who I am. Not backing down and not stepping away from any challenge. I think last year the Clippers played Memphis in the first round, and people were like, "That's one of the most physical series they've seen in a long time." And I encourage that.
Yeah.
I don't shy away from it. So once playoff time starts, if I'm still around, that's what I look to bring. That energy and that effort and knowing what it takes to win in playoff basketball. I've only missed the playoffs 1 year. It's my rookie year. So I know what it takes to win in the playoffs. I know what it takes to be successful. So I look forward to just putting that, implementing it into the guys.
All right, now on the court, who's the most intimidating guy on this team? You, Sheed, Kurt Thomas, those crazy guys?
Yeah, I think we're all about the same, but I think Kurt might got us beat. He's a little older than us, so he got a little more years of being crazy. So I think the old man got us beat a little bit.
Well, we appreciate your time and welcome to New York. We're excited about the 10 days and beyond the 10 days. We're going to see you throughout the practice sessions and on the floor.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.